of minutes. Yeah. All right. Good morning. Good morning once again, everybody, on the day 2 of this workshop. Champit, are you getting the audio? Can you once confirm, please? Champit, Ashwarika, if you are getting the audio, can you please confirm?
Yes, we are getting the audio, sir.
You are getting the audio. Okay. I hope participants are also getting the audio and the video feed correctly. If there is any issue, you can please write in the chat box. I'll wait for 1 minute to flag. Yeah, people are saying yes. I'm okay. I'm sure everybody is getting the feed. So welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the first day of the session. I'm sorry I could not send you the video of the first day earlier. I only sent it to you today morning. Actually, what happened was we only got the rendered video from our IT team yesterday evening. So today I uploaded it on our YouTube channel and sent it to you. So maybe you can try, designing that mobile stand today after looking at those, looking at that video. Actually, it's a 1.5. Sorry, it's a 2-hour video. So maybe you can skip through and all those things you can do. So similarly for today's session, I'll try to share the video as soon as possible. If I get it early, I'll try to do it today itself. Otherwise, tomorrow same mode we will use. I'll upload it on the YouTube and share it with you. So for today's hands-on session, we are going to design another very interesting product, which is our daily use product. Somehow the trainer of that today's session has somehow restricted me not to reveal what that person is going to do today. So I'll leave it to the trainer to disclose and discuss about it. So I'll just take a moment to introduce the trainer. Today we have with us Miss Chitkara Sharma. She's also working in the NewGen IEDC with me. We are a 3-people team here. I, Chanpreet, and Ashwarika. So Ashwarika is also doing, her master degree in mechanical engineering with us, and she holds bachelor in mechanical engineering, of course, from Himachal University. So she is also quite, experienced in 3D designing, and she's our expert on laser printing as well, or laser cutting to be more precisely. So we also do laser cutting in our lab here. If time permits, we will. It may not be related directly to our workshop, but if time permits, we'll definitely would like to show you some of the laser printing, laser cutting demos also toward the end of the workshop, maybe on the 4th day or maybe on the 5th day. That is again one of the fascinating technology that we use quite extensively. So in today's session, Ashwarika will be taking care of the session. She will take 1.5 hours of time to again, teach you the design and how to do the design of that particular shape which she has decided to do today. And after that, half an hour session, I have kept it for 3D printing. Okay, because yesterday we could not spend much time. There are a lot of nitty-gritties in 3D printing. After your design is done you have saved your design in STL, which is format which is required for 3D printing. Any design that you are doing in any tool, the STL file, the file with STL extension is used for 3D printing. I'm sure some of you may know it already. But even after getting that STL file, you need to do some settings with respect to a particular printer on which you are going to print it. So those things Chanpit sir will take care toward the end of the session. So before I give the control to Aishwarika and ask her to start her session, do you have any queries? Because yesterday I can understand that we could not share the video with you, so I presume that you may not have practiced. But if some of you have practiced, you can let us know. We can start with the Q&A and the and the doubt session itself of the first day doubts we can take now. If some of you have any queries, we can take it. Because unfortunately we didn't receive any email or any phone calls. But if you have any queries for regarding the first day session, you can quickly let us know. We can unmute you. You can talk about it, and then Chanpit sir can answer those questions. So if you have it, I'll wait for maybe 1 minute or something. You can write in the chat box. Okay, I got one of this thing. Rounding corner and text. Okay. Chanpit sir, actually, I think about the text part, I think you went little fast. So because it was toward the end, so maybe you can talk about it. But before that, Aishwarika, are we going to do rounding today in your session? Are we going to do that?
We're going to do that tomorrow in tomorrow's session.
Today we are not going to do rounding?
No, not today, but no rounding, but text generation. I will be covering it in tomorrow's session, and rounding I will be covering today also.
You are covering today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the query that we received regarding rounding, I'm sure Aishwarika is going to do today. See, once again, one more thing I want to point out that I assume that you can also visualize this, that some of the commands that we are going to use across these 5 designs will be common. And I have told both these trainers that you have to cover each and every command, step by step, even if it is a repetition. So that way the retention will be more. And I will also request my audience also to be a little patient that way, because I understand that some of the commands you must have understood very well and you might find it to be a repetition. But this is being done because so that the retention is better. So the query that we received regarding the rounding, today's session also going to discuss rounding. So I'm sure that doubt will be clarified. About the text generation, Chanpit sir, if you want to take like 10 minutes of time and show the text generation again, I think that will be useful, because yesterday we could not repeat that part. So I'm sure that problem is there. So can we do it today for 10 minutes now?
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Let me open the Design Spark Mechanical and share the screen.
Yeah. So please do that. I think you are the host today, so you can take the control of the screen and then you can show. Meanwhile, if anybody else has any doubt, maybe you can write. All right. So one thing I want to say by the time Chanpit sir is opening it, see, text generation in this particular tool is not possible. Chanpit sir has found out a way, which is, you can say, a fluke or a jugaad, what we call it in Hindi, because you can actually label it, and he has somehow converted that label into the layer, and he has been able to do it. So these are some of the things which you can only do when you become so much experienced and all. So he used to tell me that, like, on the professional tool like CATIA and SolidWorks, they allow you to write text and print text also, but this particular tool doesn't allow. So what he has found out was, he has used the labeling thing, and he has converted that labeling thing into the layer, which is again quite fascinating. So Chanpit sir, you can talk about it. Yeah.
So let me tell you. So at very first, when you are going to generate a text on a specific plane, you have to select that. So you want to generate your name or the body name onto the on the plane. So you have to select that plane. So for this case, I'm selecting this back side of this design. I hope you know all the commands that we are used for spin, pan, zoom in, or home from the mouse, or just right from the orient section. So I'm just going to generate the text right here in this plane. So in order to do that, I'm going to select this, but make sure you have just selected the select option right from the edit section. Once you have selected the select command, you have to select the specific plane where you are going to generate a text. Once you have selected the plane, you have to click on the, you have to click on the plane view. The plane will be perpendicular to the screen, and you have to, move into the sketch mode where you can, generally create your own text from by entering a dimensioning label. Right here I'm going into the sketch mode. Once I'm in the sketch mode, you can see the grid has been generated in order to create the maximum accuracy over this plane. So right now I'm just giving a label, dimensioning label. So in the dimensioning label, I will replace, the dimension that is giving, which is the 60 mm we defined previously. So once, you just have to click the sides of the, object where you want to get the dimension. So this particular dimension will be given for the length case, for the length of the, this length will be given to this plane. Okay, so here is a 60. I just want to keep it in the center, or click the left mouse button to freeze it. Once it is freezed, I can edit this 60 mm text by clicking a double left click. Once it is selected, I press the space bar. It will be deleted, and you can fill your own text, like it is a it is a mobile stand, and moving it into the center by dragging it. Okay, once it is in the center, you can select it by clicking a double left click, and you can customize the font size from right here, or select the font which you want to apply to this text. Once it is, you can also italic this one, or bold, unbold, as per your requirement. Once it is, meet your requirements, you just have to, you have to just select it, and you have to project this text into the onto this plane where we are just inserting this text. So, but make sure you have selected this text in order to project this. Here is the project command in the sketch features. Once you are selecting this, it will project the text onto the plane. You can verify it by deleting this text from the screen. It is now deleting actually. Let me see. Now, yes, now it is deleted. Once you got select this, the text label, you have to just press the delete button. Once it is deleted, you can see the outside of the, text boundaries will be projected to the plane, which will be converted into the, into 3D, or whether if you want to, pull it into the positive direction, or you want to pull it into the negative direction, that create impression over the plane or the body. If you are moving it in the positive direction, it will generate an embossing, or if you are moving it into the negative direction, it will create an engraving. I hope you understand the both parameters.
Actually, the doubt which I am again getting from the participant is, I just read it as it is, what he is writing. My doubt was that I could not understand how to get dimension to measure 60. I think
Okay.
this, so that doubt was related to the measurement, I think. Can you show
Okay.
that?
Okay, yeah, sure. So in order to, insert the dimension, you have to select this option, dimension, right in the, investigate menu. I hope you could see that right here. Once you have selected this command, you just have to select the, line. Like I just want to, give a dimension between these two lines of this line. To define the length of this line, I have to select these two lines. Like this way. I have selected this line first and select this second line, and the dimension will appear for the distance between these two lines. I hope you would understand this. So this way we can insert the dimension, or if you want to insert the dimension between these two lines from right here to right here, you have to just select this line and this line. You will get a dimension this way. So so this is the method to insert the dimension. I hope this is understood.
Sir, my suggestion is, can you add dimension to all the element of the design and show it once in a proper zoom out view? Because I think that is an important thing, because when people design it, sometimes they want to show the dimensions also and all those things. So can you do that once? Is it possible?
Yeah, sure, sure, sir, sure.
And then maybe you can show it in a zoom out view, the final view. You can show it that how this is how dimensions will look like. I think you have switched the screen, Sanprit.
No, sir. I'm not switched. It creates a glitch. It was not responding, so that's why it appears to the Chrome.
Maybe you can wait for.
Yeah. I hope you are seeing my screen. Design Spark Mechanical. So this way we can insert the dimension. If you want to apply the dimension all over the body or the object, you can just simply, you have to select this option, and like you want to give a radius of curvature to this arc, you can also apply by just selecting it. Okay. So in order to give a dimension, before giving the dimension, we need to select define a plane in which plane we are giving a dimension. So here is the plane that was generated when we are entering in the sketch mode. So if you want to apply the dimension from this side, you just have to select this plane like this way, but make sure you have selected the select command. I have selected the select command, and I have selected this plane. Once I have selected this plane, I have to move into the sketch mode. Once I am in the sketch mode, you have to go into the plane view to just perpendicular it to the screen. So to give the thickness of to this design, you have to select the dimension of the command, and you have to select these two lines to give the dimension, to give the distance between these two lines. So this way you can define the dimension, the thickness of this design of this mobile stand. If you want to apply the radius of curvature to this design, you can also, by just you have already selected this command, and just you have to click on the arc. Here you can see the radius of the arc will appear, which is the 12 mm. And you can also define the angle between these two lines by selecting these two lines. It will automatically convert the distance into the degree, because here, see, in order to freeze it, you can move it outside, or like move from away from the dimensional from the mobile stand body.
Sir, how you are moving it like that? You are pressing the left key and holding it and dragging
No,
it?
no, just dragging it. Once the two lines are selected, just you have to drag it, anywhere you want to.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So, like, for example, I'm repeating this again. I have selected this line. Dimension will appear, and you can move it into the any side you want to.
And to freeze it, what we have to do?
Sorry.
To freeze it, what we have to do? To freeze it, because
Click
currently
on left click.
Okay, left click, it will freeze. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
So this way we can define the dimension. If you want to define the right angle right here, you can also. So this way we can give the dimension.
Fine. I think the query has been answered, I assume. So can we move to the today's session? Can we do that? I'll wait for one more minute for people to write in the query box. Then we'll move to the next today's session. And while I wait, I want to answer one particular question which was just put in the query box. Somebody asked that can this tool be used for professional purposes? See, again, I want to clarify, this is a rapid prototyping tool. Okay, you can use it for any purposes. It's a free tool, and that company is not putting any restriction that it cannot be used for commercial purposes, it cannot be used for any other project purposes or research purposes. You can use it for any purpose you want. What I wanted to impress upon the audience was that the professional tools are highly accurate tool. Okay, this particular modeling tool or a rapid prototyping tool is a good approximation tool. So now it is your call to take whether you want to use this particular tool for your professional product or not. For example, if I talk about this mobile stand, I can easily design, print, manufacture and sell mobile stand, make using this tool and make it, because there is no intricacy involved here. Okay, there are no question of life and death here, that if the mobile stand will break somehow because of a design flaw, then something will happen. But imagine you want to design, I'm taking a very wild example. Imagine you want to design a part of an aircraft wing using this tool. That may not be recommended, because for that it is recommended that you go for professional tool, because professional tools even take care of the things like what is the strength of the material, what is the I think Chandrit sir can talk about all these mechanical terms. So this particular tool may not take care of all those aspects. So where the cost of error is very high, or where the question is of life and death and all those things, in the automotive industry also, you cannot design parts of your automobile using this tool, because you may not want to take that risk, because you want to be absolutely sure that the material that you are going to use and the design is completely flawless. But the designs we are talking about, the simple designs like mobile stand or some other things which can be designed here. And moreover, this tool can be used as a rapid prototyping tool. Let us say you want to design something very intricate, very complex design using a professional CAD tool. And before doing that, you want to really want to be sure whether my design will actually work, or you really want to optimize. So then you can use this tool to quickly make it, print it, and check whether you are satisfied with it, and then you can go for professional designing and all those things. So like I used one term yesterday, that it is more like a clay modeling thing, that you're quickly doing something, quickly making something, checking whether the basic functionality is all right and all those things, and then you can maybe go for higher professional tools and all those things. But there is no comparison between these two tools. Again, to summarize my point, the professional tool is at one end, this particular tool is at other end. Okay, there is no comparison as such. Okay, but there is no restriction also. You can use this tool for any purposes you want. You are the best judge of your design, of your application. So there is no restriction from the company, that I can easily say, because we are using this tool for quite some time. We have read their guidelines and all those things. They are not restricting in any way that you cannot use it for research, for student project, for commercial application. There is no restriction. It's a free to download. You can download it, use it as you know, however you want. I hope this answers the query. So I just see the chat box. If there's nothing more, no more questions, we can go to the today's session. Yeah, there are no more questions. I think we can go for, you know, today's design. Ashwarika, maybe I'll request you to please take the control. You can share your screen. Sanpit sir, you can take the control to Ashwarika ma'am.
A very warm good morning to all the participants. Today it's the second day of 3D designing and 3D printing workshop, and I hope my voice is audible to all and you all can see my screen.
Yes, Ashwarika, your voice is audible and we can see your screen, yes.
Okay, so on the second day of 3D designing and 3D printing workshop, I am here with a new design, and that is of a pen stand. And these are the pictures which I have clicked this morning to give you a glance what actually we want to make. So this is something which we use very commonly in our day-to-day life, and this is a very beautiful opportunity among all the participants to optimize, create, 3D print, design their own pen stand and keep it anywhere they want, maybe in their workplace, study, home, or anywhere. So now we all are together to design this second design of the workshop, that is a pen stand. And you can see this is a pen stand, and I have tried to give it proper space so that you can place all your things. So now I will be starting with the designing part. So let's go to the Design Spark Mechanical. I hope you all can see the screen, Design Spark Mechanical. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So in yesterday's session, Chanprit sir explained about about the tool, and today you might be little aware and known to the tool. So it would be more easy for you to grasp things. And as Sagar sir told that there will be repetition of commands. This will be for your benefit only, because if we'll keep revising the commands, then we'll have a good hand on it. And it's simply like something like we are having some common commands which are used to make different designs. I just want to, before starting, I just want to quote an example. Designing of anything, maybe it's a fashion designer or a 3D designer or a PCB designer or any designer, we have the privilege that we can design things according to our need. And the best part about designing is this only. And after learning 3D designing and getting an idea from this workshop, you all will also have a privilege to design something which is of your own comfort and something which you can add on or subtract on according to your needs. So like a fashion designer or simply I'll say a tailor has a scissor and a sewing machine. These are the two simple tools which every fashion designer or a simple tailor would be having. But from these two tools, he can make so many designs, so many types, so many variety, and bring so much versatility. So similar is the case with 3D designing. We are having some very common commands which we will be needing, and using those commands we can make different designs. So this will be the second design which today you will be going to learn. So this is the display screen. Now we will go to file, and as it is a new design, we will go to new and we will select design. Now this is the workspace, 3D workspace you can see, on which we are going to design our pen stand. So before starting designing of pen stand, I would like to emphasize on some little things to make your concepts more clear. As you can see that yesterday you might have got aware about all these commands and basic tools. But have you noticed that at this time only some commands are at active mode? you can see the line command is on active mode, this command is active, but if I click to this command, nothing will happen. This is on deactivated mode. Similar is the case with pull, move and fill. So basically the point is that we need something before to use this commands. That is, before going to these commands like pull, that is going to a 3D mode, fill command, creating a corner using trim command, we need some sketch on the workspace, and then only we can activate all these commands. Like for an example, I will, now this is the 3D workspace. Now to get more accuracy, I will go to the plane view and this will be the 2D workspace. Now just for example, I need I'll choose the activated command presently. So I am choosing a rectangle. Now this is a rectangle which I have chosen. Now you see, after choosing this rectangle, I am able to see that all commands got activated. So because now I am having something on which I can do something. So this is a plain sketch. Now if I have to convert into 3D, then I will just go to pull command or 3D mode. Now these commands are active, so I will go to pull command. Now I have a 2D sketch to convert it into 3D sketch. I will go to home, and now I will add some thickness or to convert into just like 30 mm. So now it will be a box. So it was just to make you understand that what is the prerequisite we need before going to some other commands. So sketching is the first thing which we need to do before starting any design. So now I'm straightway starting with the design of a pen stand. So first of all, what we will do, so can I just ask a question to all the participants? Do you have any idea how can we design this pen stand? Just a guess. I'm just trying to make it a two-way communication, and I want this session to be a little bit interactive. So if anyone wants to try that, what
Maybe you
command?
can, yeah. So yeah, maybe you want to ask is that how to start.
Yeah,
Like
how to
Champrit sir,
start?
yeah, when Champrit sir yesterday started his session, he mentioned that which side to start first when you're designing the mobile stand. So maybe this is a very good question. That you have already seen the picture of the stand.
Yes, that
You
was the
know,
reason I have showed you the picture, that because a designer has the power that he can design in any way. There is no
Hey,
hard and
can
fast.
you show the little clearer picture where you can show different sides of the pen stand so that they can answer this question better,
Okay,
or they can
sir,
understand this?
can I show the design which is
Yeah,
already
you can show.
made?
I think that should not be a problem.
Okay.
So they can actually answer this question. I'm seeing some people writing in the chat box.
Yeah,
Let me see what they are
somebody has
saying.
replied to the conversation. They just mentioned it. Start with the cylindrical shape.
Yeah,
Cylindrical
somebody is
shape,
saying
very good.
start with the cylindrical shape. Just
Okay,
a
it's
minute.
a nice try.
Somebody is saying make a circle, make a cylinder, take out inside cylinder. Can I actually unmute these people and see if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want?
sure, sir, sure, sir.
Chandra sir, can you do that because you are the host? Can you first
Okay,
unmute
sure.
Mr. Ashwini Agarwal? Maybe he can say what he want, or he would like to start.
Ashwani. So yeah, I requested to Ashwani sir to unmute himself. Ask to
Yeah,
unmute.
Mr. Ashwini Agarwal, you can unmute and maybe you can speak. How do you want to start it? If
I think what you have here is a little more than a cylinder, but the
Yes,
idea is to actually create a rectangle, then seat half a circle on it,
yes,
extrude that into a 3D design,
okay.
and then create an offset, and
yes,
then take out the inside of that cylinder, and you would have a
yes.
container which could start being which could start being the box. You
Yes,
can
very true, sir. And I'm really glad that yesterday's workshop has, it's seen
Maybe
the results.
Actually, there is one more person, Miss
Okay.
Pradeep Kaur is there. She also had some idea.
Okay,
Pradeep,
so can I go back to the design, or you want this screen to be?
We can hear her thoughts also.
Oh yeah,
she
sure,
thinks
sir,
it should
sure,
be
sir.
designed.
I
Can you
requested
unmute?
Pradeep Kaur to unmute. I requested.
Yeah, Pradeep, can you speak? How do you think?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think it starts with the circle and make a cylindrical shape and then press one side of that cylinder like
Okay.
that. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
Okay.
Fine.
Good try.
Let's find out. Let's find out. All right.
Okay.
So anyone else, or should I start?
I think you can start.
Okay, so I will go to the design, and now here, as both of the audience suggested me to take a circle, so I'll go to your PI and I will select a circle. Now it's always good to take a reference scale, so I will give it a 80 mm, that means 8 centimeter. Right? Now I am having a 80 mm diameter circle. Now, as you can see in the design, what I have used a semicircle, but there is no option as such available that I can directly quote a semicircle over here. So I need to do some alteration. So first of all, presently you can see if I'll click at this time, then there will be one more circle. So this is because presently the command of circle is selected. So please keep it in mind that while you have selected one command, then please deselect it or just go to select. So now I have a 80 mm circle with me. Now I will bring it into center, and then I will again deselect the command, and now I need only this part of circle. Now what to do with the remaining part of the circle? So I have an option with me that is of, I have a trim command with me, which is yesterday also explained. So trim command just works like an eraser. In paint, you see we have eraser. When we have to draw something out of pencil, we have a command of eraser. So we can always cut or delete some parts. So what I will do, I will take this construction line and I will make this construction line at the center, and now I will deselect it, and now I will go to trim command. I selected trim command, and now I have the option, the command which is highlighted or the line which is highlighted would get trimmed. So I need to delete this one, so I'll just click over here. Now you can see I have got a semicircle with me. Now also, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so do anyone is having problem with my word? Audible now?
Please repeat this.
Yes. Okay. So now what? Okay, no problem. I will, again repeat this command because I think there was an issue with the audio. So till here everything is clear, or is there any doubt? Okay, so now what I will do, I have selected the trim command. I will trim this and I will go to the, I have a semicircle, but as we will go to pull, this is in 3D. You can see I am not getting the highlighted portion as usual I was getting earlier. This is due to the reason because I have used a construction line. That is a dotted line. This means the sketch is open sketch, and for converting 2D sketch into 3D sketch, I need a closed sketch. So I will again go to the sketch menu and I will take a line and I will join 2 points like this. and now escape, and now I will go to pull menu. And now you can see this is the highlighted space. So for the better view, I will go to home, and now I will zoom it and I will convert into a 3D sketch and for 10 centimeter length or height. So 100 mm. So now you can see I have created a half cylindrical object, which was you have seen in the picture of the pen stand. Now I have this object. Now I need to create a something means a hollow space so that I can easily place my pen or any other thing which I need to place in the pen stand. So what I have to do? One thing is, I have again two methods to do this. First, I will explain you the first method. The method is, I will go to sketch. Then I will select this plane. Then I will normal the plane. And now as Ashwini sir also told that we will use offset command. So what I will do, I have selected the offset command. Now I will take a 3 mm gap. And next is I will select this line, and again offset command is selected. Again, I will replace it by 3 mm. So now you can see there are the extrusions which I need to trim away, because if I'll go in this way, it will not convert into the 3D sketch. So I'll again use trim command. I will select this, this, and this, and this. Right? Now again, I need to go to pull command, or you can directly go to 3D mode. We will go to home, and now I need to pull it back. In CATIA, we call this command as pocket command, and there is a separate command, means extruding we call pad, and pull out we call pocket. So what we will do, I'll pull it down. Now I will pull it down, and the lower thickness I want to be 4 mm, or I will take 3 mm only, or 4 mm, let's say. So it will be 96 because the whole thing was of 100 mm. So now you can spin and see we have created an hollow space. Till now, every step is clear, or I need to repeat something?
Clear.
Okay, I'll wait for 1 minute if anyone is having any doubt.
Chitka, actually, I'm monitoring the doubts. If there are any doubts, I've already requested people to write in the chat box. So
Okay,
I think
sir.
you can continue.
Okay, sir.
If there are any doubts, I think people will write in the chat box. I'm monitoring
Okay,
it.
sir. Okay, sir. Okay, so now what we need to do, we have half semi-cylindrical
I think
object.
there is a doubt. Somebody is asking, ma'am, how you cut the 2D circle. So probably somebody has missed that command on how to cut the 2D circle.
No
Maybe
problem.
you can open in a new window. Don't disturb this particular design. You can open in the new something new file,
Yes.
and then you can show that particular part only.
Yes, yes, sure, sure. I will go to plane view. Now I will select the circle. I have selected the circle that was of 80 mm, right? Now I have a 80 mm circle. Now I need to cut it to a half semicircle. So you might be confused because previously I have used the construction line. But for your ease, what I will do, I will just select the line command, and I will select over here, and I will draw a line like this. And now I will come back to trim command like this, and I will select the portion which I need to delete. So I have selected this, and in this way we have deleted the portion, and now I have the semicircle with me. I hope the doubt is clear.
Yeah, from semicircle, how did you make a cylinder also? That also you can show.
Okay, okay. So what I will do now, nothing. I will just go to 3D mode or pull command. Anything you can do. I have gone here. And now I have selected home. And now you can see arrows now. This is arrow is showing upper side. So what I need to do, I have selected this, I have left click on this, and I have just typed the dimension, that is 100 mm. So it itself will raise to a height of 100 mm, that is 10 centimeter. So is it clear?
I think it must be clear. You can please, you can go ahead.
Okay, so we will go back to the design. So this way I have created the space, hollow space. This was, for creating this space, I have used the command of pull out and offset command. Now for a similar object, I have another shortcut, which I will explain you after this. So first we'll complete one sketch like this, entire pen stand. Then I will explain you one more shortcut to the same design. Now what I need to do, I need to combine a rectangular box to it, as you have seen in the picture. So what I will do, I have to sketch it. So I will go to sketch and I will select this plane, right? And I will go to plane view. Now what I will do, I will select a rectangle and I will do this after mention some space, and then I will draw a rectangle from the same point of 80 mm, because my sketch was of 80 mm, right? And it depends upon us. I will, the thickness and the space which I need for the rectangular box is, I will take it as 25 mm, right? So it's now 25 mm. So now what I will do, I will again go to 3D mode or pull like this. And now I will go back to home. So I will select this and then I will type and measure the dimension. That is, again, I want it from the same length. So 100 mm. You will see this rectangular box have reached to a same height of the semicircular box, right? So now again I need to create a space, hollow space inside this box. So again there will be the repetition of the command like this, which we did in this semicircular body. So I will select, the pull out menu is selected. Now I was telling you that I have a shortcut for pull out command. So I will explain you shortcut in this. So what we will do, earlier if we have to use pull out, then we have done like, we have taken the offset and we have drawn a sketch and then pull out it. But now I have a shortcut option with me. I will just go to, you can see after intersect, there is an insert directory in which there is a command of shell. I will select it and you can see automatically when you will spin it, you will see hollow space has been created. And the thickness which it is showing is of 1 mm. But now I need a thickness of 3 mm. So you can see by just clicking on shell command, I have created a thickness of 3 mm. Now, what difference is between shell command and the pull out command, which we have earlier used? In shell command, it is by default that in all directions, the thickness will be taken as 3 mm. But you have noticed that when I was pulling out in the semicircular object, then for this thickness, I have taken it 3 mm, but at bottom, I have taken the dimension as 96, so there was a thickness of 4 mm. So this is that if we use a pull out command, then we have its option is with us that what thickness we want. But if we use shell command, then it will be by default for all sides. We cannot vary it for one single side. So now I have to click tick. And now you can see I have two bodies with me that have.
Sharika, I suggest you can repeat the shell command once because we are using it for the first time. So
Okay.
if there's any doubt. So
Okay,
as I
sir.
understand, while you're repeating, as I understand, I'm talking from on behalf of audience.
Yes, yes,
That
sure, sir.
if you are using a pull-out command, the thickness on all sides are different, and or maybe even at the
It
one
depends
side.
upon us.
Yeah, but in the shell command, all thicknesses on all 6 edges will be
Will be
same.
same. Will be
Yeah,
same.
so
Yes, sir.
that
I
is
will
my
again
concern.
explain
Yeah,
the shell
please.
command.
You can
I
show
will
the
undo
shell
it.
command. Yeah, please
I will
go back
undo it.
a couple of steps, and I think then you can show.
Okay. So this was the rectangular body. And now I am using the shell command. So you can see here is the shell command. So I need to select the face, which I need to pocket or hollow it. So I have selected this face. And as I have taken 3 mm, so it depends upon you. You can take 4 mm, you will change, thickness will increase. You can take 2 mm, thickness will decrease. So I will again take 3 mm and we will having a 3 mm thickness. So it is a simple shortcut. If you don't have any problem that you need to vary thickness, you are comfortable with thickness, same thickness, then we can directly use shell command. So I hope now it is clear to all.
Yeah, I think you can move ahead.
Okay, so now I will take it, and now you see that we have 2 different objects. One is semicircular object and the other one is the rectangular object. Now what I need to do is, I need to combine these 2 objects. So because in sketch you were seeing that these 2 objects were combined. So I need to, so how I will combine these 2 objects? What I will do, I will go to, this is, you can see move command, right? So I will go to move command and I will select this body. And now from here, I will select to select component. And you can see while going to the arrow, I can drag this and move this object and bring it to this body. And now I have inserted this object inside the semicircular object. But till you can see that there is different shading for the object, right? So this means presently the 2 bodies are not combined. So I will go to combine command in intersect menu. I will select it. And now here I have 2 options. One is of select cutter and second is of to merge bodies. So my aim is to merge the 2 bodies. So I will select this command and I will click on this body and this body. And now you can see this is a single body. So we have merged 2 different bodies.
Ashwika, I think we are going a little fast. I'm speaking from the audience point of view.
Okay, no problem. So I will explain it once
you
again.
repeat it once and maybe you can go a little slow when you're explaining a step-by-step thing.
Okay, sir, sure.
Yeah.
So I will undo it. So from here, I was, so shell command is clear. I will select shell option. I will do this. This is 1 mm. I will go to 3 mm and enter it. Now I have 2, I will take it. Now I have 2 different bodies, right? You can see. Now my aim is that I need to combine these 2 different bodies. So first of all, I have to bring these 2 bodies closer. It's just like I quote you an example. Like I have to stick 2 bodies, then I need to first glue one body and then I need to bring second object near to that body and then stick both. So it's a similar case. I will select move command to move either one of the body. You can move this body also or this body also. So I will select move command and will select the body which I need to move. You can select on any face. It depends upon you. So I have selected this and I will go to select component, right? So I selected the component. Now you can see the arrows. This is to get upside down in Z axis. Clicking on this axis, we can go on Y axis, And clicking to this axis, we can go on x-axis. So my aim is that I need to move my body to onto the x-axis. So I will select it from the left click, and then I will drag it towards the object to which I need to stick it. Now I will keep dragging. So if I will keep dragging, it will go inside. Even it can go inside. But this doesn't mean I have combined. But I need to combine. So I will just go till this. And now you can see I have combined, not combined, but just bring two bodies in the proximity, right? Now you can see if I'll click on the single body, it is highlighted with the different color, and the second body is highlighted with the different colors. This means these are not combined yet. These are two different bodies. And if I'll go to move command, I can again move it away like this. So this is like moving the command. Just you need to drag the cursor while pressing the left click and click it on. Now I have to combine these bodies. So I will select a command called combine. So you will go on combine. Then I need to select either of the one. I have selected this part. Now there are two options. One is cutter. Cutter means to cut. So we don't want to cut the two bodies. We want to merge two bodies. So we will go to the second option. Select bodies to merge. I will select it. So one of the bodies is selected. I just need to click on the second body. And now you can see the whole body is appearing as a single object. As even in the tree part in structure, you can see earlier it was two solids. Like I'll just control Z. Earlier it was two solids, one this and one this. And now after combining, just by clicking this, there is one solid, only one solid and a single highlighted color. This means I have combined these two bodies. I hope now this is clear, or you want me to repeat it again?
Shilka, there's a question I am getting.
Yes.
Which is how close you need to keep the two bodies so that they can be combined. So how do you decide that if their face should be touching or what it should be?
Yes, it can be either way. The face could also be touching, like I'll do it. Like my aim was that 3 mm thickness was this and 3 mm thickness was this. So I combined it both so that it doesn't appear as 6 mm thickness, but only 3 mm thickness. But it totally depends upon you. You can just need to touch the face like this. You can see the faces are touched. I am having 3 mm this side, 3 mm this side. Now what I will do, I will go to combine command. I will select the merge option and I will do like this. So now I have a body with here all over thickness is 3 mm, but 3 plus 3 mm thickness is 6 mm. So it totally depends upon us.
Okay. The second question I'm getting is that what happens if the two bodies which you are joining are not aligned to each other? Let us say they are misaligned in one of the axes.
So for alignment only, if you remember, I will undo few steps. Like when I have made the first body and I was about to design this part. So what I did, this was my first body, right? So I selected a sketch over here for the proper alignment only. What I did, I selected this part, the lower part. Just a minute. I will get to sketch and select, and I will, I think it is not responding. I will again go to, I will control Z. Yes, yes. Now like this. So I have sketched, I will go to 3D mode, right, in home. So this was my view, which I have pocket, or I'll just do shell now because you all have understood the shell command. So it will be 3 mm right? Now for the proper alignment, what I need to do, I'll select sketch and I will sketch in this part. This is not responding.
Maybe you can take a pause now. You don't try to click it too often because software is not responding that fast somehow.
Yes.
So maybe after clicking one option, you can hold for a minute, or for a second.
I'll take the sketch option. It is taking time to respond.
That's why I'm saying hold. Don't press this multiple times.
Ashwarika, please disable the shell command first.
Okay.
Double escape, please. Press the escape button.
Yes, I have escaped it. Now I will go to sketch command. Yes, now this was the plane in which I sketched it. So I will go to plane view. So I have sketched in reference to this plane. So there was proper alignment. So that was the reason I choose this plane and I choose the distance, you know, and I wanted to make my audience known to the combine command. That's why I used a distance, a specific distance and space, so that I can combine the two objects. Or else we can do other thing if we don't want to use combine command. As I just told you, there are many ways of doing similar things. So I can just sketch a rectangle from this side like this, right? And now if I'll go to pull command and we will go back to home, you can see it is already joined. So that was to make you understand about combine command. Like this, I have joined it. But now what the problem is coming, that this is selected as a single body. You can see this is selected as a highlighted part. So it will be difficult for me to create a hollow space or a shell using the shell command. So what I need to do then, I again need to offset it and pull it out. Just like I'll show you. I'll go to sketch. I'll go to plane view. And now I need to again take a rectangle or use offset. I'll take a rectangle over here and I'll draw a rectangle like this. And then I will go back to pull command and then home, and then I need to pull it down. So there will be less accuracy in this. Now I will pull it down till 96. So sorry, the arrow was not downside. So I will pull it down till 96. So now this will appear like this. But in this we did not use combine command. So that was to make you understand that we can do this by using combine command and to give you a knowledge of one other command. So I think I need to go back to my earlier design. I hope everything is clear now. Or you still have
I
any
think the
issue?
question was mostly related to the fact that, let us say if we have two 3D shapes, this is, you are going in the sketch and drawing it such that they are aligned. But let us say there are two different shapes which are there in 3D and they became misaligned. Somehow they are not aligned. So how to align them? Is there a way in this tool to align them? Maybe Chandra can answer this question.
So we can move it, but there will be not much approximately. It is kind of approximation only. We will not get accuracy. We can move it. Like I have told you now, using move command, we were moving in X, Y, and Z direction.
Okay. So you have to manually do it, you are saying?
Yeah, yes, we have to do it. It will be just a hit and trial and approximate, but we will not be sure that it will be properly aligned.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yes.
Can we go to the design, original design where we were?
Yes, so actually I have undo it only. So I'll just take 1 minute to do it. So we are here And now we'll use shell command. This will also be a revision for you all once again. So I have taken a shell command of 3 mm. Now I will go to this sketch, and I will sketch my rectangular box right away here. This is rectangular box. I've taken a distance. I have selected it is 80 mm. So make it 80 mm. Okay, and let it be 25 mm. Right, and then we will again go to pull. Now we will go to home. We will select this. We will type 100 mm for the height of the rectangular box. We will directly use shell command and type 3 mm. And now again, this will be a revision for you how we combine two commands. So what I need to do, I need to select move, right? And I need to select this body. You can do it according to your choice alignment. Now I need to, okay. Now what difference it is making? It is making the difference. I have only selected select. So I need to select component. So what I will do, I will select x-axis, move it back, make the thickness common, that is 3 mm.
Shweta, I just want to add a point right here.
Yes, sure, sure.
Please undo this. Please undo. Just one undo.
Yes.
Now you are moving this, into the x direction. You see the, dimension will appear. The distance will appear. How much you want to move into this direction.
Yes, sir.
If you have the dimensions from how much distance you have been just defined for the rectangle away from the semicircle,
yes. Then you can just directly type it. Yes.
If you have the gap distance gap of between two components, let us say it is 30 mm. Just you are moving into this direction, you just have to fill that 30 mm, and the wall of the two components will jointly together.
Yes. So now I need to combine these two bodies. I will go to combine command. I will select one body. I will select merge command, and then I will select this, and I have a combined pen stand. So I hope now it is clear to all till here.
Yes, I think you please move ahead. Yes.
Yes. So now what I need to do is I will go to pull command. And now here we have a basic structure of pen stand. Now we just need to add some basic features, dress-up features, or I can say. So for holding of pen stand, I have designed it in such a way that we can place it on the table, or we can even place it on wall, hang it on wall. So for that, I have created a provision. I will go to select. I will select the back face, and then I will go to sketch, and then plane view, and then I'll select circle. And here I go. I selected a circle, maybe of 10 mm. And here is again a circle. Again a 10 mm circle. Just 10 mm. Enter. And another circle of 10 mm. Enter. And I'll deselect it. And I will go to pull command. And then home. And then I will select these circles. And I will pull it out. Now for this one, and now for this one. Right this way. And now what I will do, I will select this face. You can hang it now on this, on wall or anywhere you want. Now I will again go to select this, and go to sketch, and like this. and I will select a circle, and I will again draw a circle of 10 mm. That is 1 centimeter. I'll go to pull and then home. And now what I will do, I will just drag it to the other wall so that both holes are created like this. You can either do, if you don't want to drag it through a single circle, you can even sketch a circle on that side. So now this is the basic pen stand with us. Now to explain you round command again, what I will do, I will try to round off this edge. So I will select this.
I'll again advise you to go a little slow. You are
Okay,
going a
sir.
little fast, actually.
Okay, sir. So should I repeat again?
No. You don't have to repeat. Only this, the side edge where you have made a circle and you have
Okay.
taken
I
it
will.
through both sides. You can repeat that step.
Okay. Sure. So I am having the option that I draw a circle on one side and then I go on the pull command or 3D mode. Like this, I will go to home and I will select the circle like this, and I will just select it and drag it towards the other wall. I will keep it dragging and will make it cross through the other wall. So what will happen, I can see that from one single hole, I have made a hole on other side. If you don't want to do like this, you can either sketch a circle on that side and just pull it from single wall. What I have done, I have drawn only one circle and pull it throughout the two walls and created two holes. So the purpose of creating these two holes is you can either hang it using a beautiful, thread or something. You can even hold it and you can just hang it on your wall or maybe on your notice board or anywhere you want, like I have even shown in the image. And you can use simple these holes. So these are basically for holding the pen stand, which usually we don't see in other common pen stands. So now what I was explaining you was even the doubt of the rounding of the corner. So what we will do, I will select this edge. You can see the pull command is selected and I will select this edge. And now I have many options: round, chamfer, and extrude edge, and many more other commands. But now the doubt was for round, so I will select round and will just type maybe 2 mm and enter. So it is not doing, it is, you can see the error was coming because there is a hole that is very near to the edge. So what I will do, I will give 1 mm. Maybe it will do. It is again not doing because this hole is very near to the edge. I will try this doing on this side, right? This side, I will choose round and I will make 1 mm. It is not doing because the hole is very near to it. So I could have done this before like this. Like before doing this, either I need to move holes to one side, or what I have to do, I will go to pull command and then I will go to home, and now I will select this edge and I will select round like this and I will type 2 mm. Don't know why it is not. I will drag it. There is a little glitch. It is not taking it. Okay. I will take it like this. We'll try on this side. We'll round off. And I'll take it 1 mm. Don't know why it is not taking it. Now we'll try once again. See the problem where the error is coming. We'll select to the pull command Now you can see we have rounded it off, and we can take it, we can type the dimension, maybe 2 mm. So you can see it has rounded it off. I can again show you. So we can try it on the other edge. Select the edge, pull it. Now you can see dimension is coming. So I'll take a bigger dimension so that you can easily, it can be seen. I am taking 3 mm. So there is a glitch. I don't think it is taking the dimension. Just wait for a minute. So I don't know why it is not taking in this sketch. So what can I do? I can make another sketch to make your this round of doubt clear, and we can see that is it taking it another sketch or not. So we
No
will
problem,
go
Ashwarika. What I suggest is you complete the design maybe toward the end of the class, and maybe I'll request Chanpit to once try it.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday he did it, right?
So the design is completed. That was the with the circles, which I'll again. I think my that is not responding. Design Spark Mechanical is not responding. So the design was completed by portraying the pockets of the circular sketch, and the pen stand was complete. The last step was just to round it off, and there is some glitch with the software. So do I need to explain again the circular holes which we have made?
You don't have to explain it. Maybe you can just complete it once.
Okay, sure.
Save the design. That will be really.
Yes, sure. So what we did, just again a revision, go to sketch, then plane view. Now selecting 3 circles like this, 10 mm, one this side, 10 mm, and one again on third circle, 10 mm, right? And now what was the next step? We'll go to pull, and we will go to home, and we will select the circles, pull it off, pull the through it wall to create a hole. And now we will draw sketch one more circle on one side of edge. We will sketch it and draw a circle, 10 mm, and go to pull. This will be again a revision how we created one hole and sketched and one circle and sketched a hole on 2 walls. Keep dragging till we go to second wall and like this. And here we are done with the pen stand.
I'm getting one, just a moment, I'm getting one question.
Yes, sir.
Can we make another partition in this rectangular side? Is it possible? Let us say you have this, so there are 2 partitions in this pen stand, right? One is in the semicircle part and one is in the rectangular part. Let us say we want to make another partition. Is it possible?
What can we do? In this present design, it is not possible. Or we can take like this. Present, if there would be any edge now, so I would have just use one option that is coming, that is extrude edge. But there is no edge in the center to which I can extrude. So it is not possible for this design. But if I am having any edge, then I can extrude it. Like if I'll go to pull now, I was having like options of round, and this was the third option, extrude edge.
Okay.
So if I have done like this, then edge was extruded, and I can go to, and I can add a thickness to this, maybe like this.
Okay.
But this would be possible only with an edge. So in center there is no edge, so it would be a difficult.
So is there a possibility to add a edge somehow and then extrude it? Do you have that possibility?
Yes, we can do it by making a new sketch in it.
Or you have to make a new
Not,
sketch?
yeah, new sketch.
You have to go back into 2D and then do it, is it?
Yes.
Okay. But what we can do is we can try out after this session to see if we can do it in the existing thing. I think a lot of people are asking this type of questions. If I summarize, you know, whatever changes we need to do in the design, we need to go back to the sketch and make the changes and pull it and all those things, right?
Yes,
but a lot
actually,
of people are, yeah, but a lot of people are asking this question. Let us say we have this 3D shape, which is there on your screen right now, and we want to make any changes to this. Is it possible? I think we need to check that as well.
We need to sketch it only.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we need to
But
sketch
this
it only.
partition thing, Professor Lipika, we'll come back to you. Maybe after this session, we will try if it is possible to do the partition, you know, in this design, in the present form, in the 3D form, and then if it is possible, we'll let you know tomorrow. Fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Any other? Ashwika, are you done?
Yes, I'm done from my side.
Can we save it? Can we show them?
Yes, yes. Like we'll go to this. We'll go to save as, and you'll choose the folder where you want to save. Like I have chosen workshop designs. I will name this design as pen stand. And save it. Yes. Now the design is saved as pen stand 3.
Fine. So thanks, Ashwarika. That was quite insightful. This thing. Chanpi sir, can you take the control? There are a couple of things I want you to talk about. Yesterday we discussed. There are different options by which you can save the files. There are different file extensions, in fact. So this RSDoc is basically a DesignSpark mechanical file. If RSDoc file is there, you can only open in DesignSpark mechanical. Then you have STL file, which Chanpit sir showed you yesterday, which is for 3D printing. Then there are some more file extensions. Maybe Chanpit sir can explain it to us today. And then he can also show us the rounding part. And he can also explain why there was this glitches happening, maybe due to the mouse and all those things. So that you can probably explain. And one more thing I want to tell you, all the participants, that mouse is a must when you are working in this kind of 3D tool, because you have to do a lot of dragging and all those things. So mouse with a middle mouse button or a roller is a must, I think, for this kind of tools. That is why most of the things don't work, because you need to do a lot of dragging and pulling and all those things. So yes, over to Chanpit sir. Can you please show?
Okay. Thank you, sir. First of all, I just want to, explain. There was a question from the participant. It was, can we just generate another partition in the semicircle? Yes, we can make another partition either in the semicircle or in the rectangular shape. But before, in order to generate, another partition, you just have to draw the sketch into the body. So this way you can generate create another partition. Let me, make it a very quick. I'm just, making a cylinder, which is the 80 mm, and, I just created a line at the center, and once it is, draw, I just trim the unrequired partition of the circle. Once it is deleted, you see, it is, close sketch, and I'm just going into the pull command. You can see it will convert it into the surface. Once it is converted into the surface, I'll make it into 3D. I'll pull into the third dimension, which is 100 mm, that is 10 centimeter. Once it is created, you just have to make it a hollow from the inside. For that, I just use a shell command right now. For that, I just have to select a one face from where I just want to make it a hollow. For that case, for this typical case, I'm just selecting from the top side. Once I selected, you see the semicircle or the solid will shelled with the 1 mm thickness by default. In order to give your specific dimension, I'll just fill it by a 3 mm. Once it is filled, you see the dimension will be, the thickness will be maximized. Once it is done, you just have to press the escape button in order to, release from the shell command. Once it is, press the escape button, you go into the default mode by, you see the select command is automatically selected. Now I just going to draw here is a rectangle. In order to draw a rectangle here, you just have to click on the sketch mode. You see the bottom plane is selected this way by clicking a left click and click over the plane view. For now, I'm just draw here a rectangle. But before that, I just making a construction line, which is 20 mm away to get a reference of the rectangle, how much it is away from the semicircle. For that, I just fill a 20 mm for the construction line. From the end of the construction line, I just draw a rectangle here, which is about 30 mm. In length or in height, it should be 80, like the diameter of the circle. So this way I have drawn the rectangle, and I'm going into the full command to convert it into the 3D. Once it is into the surfaces, I'll extrude it into the positive direction and press the spacebar button in order to fill the dimension, that is 100 mm. Once the dimension is filled, you see the two solids has been generated right over here, and I'm using a again shell command in order to pocket it, which is 3 mm. But make sure you are selecting the right plane. 3 mm. Once it is pocketed, you just have to join these two faces of the solids. In order to do that, you just have to select the move command, and you have to click on the any plane of the solid which you want to move towards another solid. For that, I just have a plane. In order to select the full component, I just have to select the component, and I'll moving by clicking a left mouse button. You see the dimension will appear, and I'm filling. In order to freeze that dimension, I press the spacebar button. The dimension is freezed, and I put the 20 mm, which I have just kept for the reference, which is away from the. So you can see it is joined together. In order to fully combine it, you just have to select one component, and you have to select the combine option, and it asks to select the another solid. So this way you can see the two faces of the component has been joined together. From here you can see the partition, another partition we need to create inside the solid. So in order to do that, you have to go into the sketch mode and select the face of the inside space of the solid. To do that, you have to click on the plane view and draw a rectangle right over here. So Once you know the rectangle has been drawn, you have to click on the pull command. You see there is, you know, there is a sketch right below at the surface, and you have to convert it into the 3D. So for that, the dimension is 100 mm. Oh, sorry, it is pocketed from right below the surface. I just want to add that. In order to do a sketch, you know, I have to, you know, select this face. Yes, this is the right face. So here I just have to draw a rectangle with a line command. So you can see this way I can, you know, draw the closed sketch inside the design. So once the sketch has been drawn, you have to go into the pull command. You can see the face has been appeared as a surfaces, but it is not, you know, and you have to pull it into the positive direction. So you have to fill the dimension, which is, you know, 97 for this case, because the bottom is already have a 3 mm. So this way you can create another partition into the cylinder. For now, I'm just moving further for giving a round shape to these edges of the solid. So just you have to make sure you have selected in the pull command, and you know, you have to select the edge which you want to make a round. So in that case, select the round and moving it into the, you know, required required area where you want to apply the round corner. For this case, let us say it should be, you know, 5 mm. For you have to press the spacebar button in order to give a dimension. Let us say it would be a 5 mm. So see, the round corner has been applied to the this side of the rectangle. So again, you want to give a round corner. You have to select this corner and move it into the same direction and press the spacebar button and give the dimension. And you can see the round corner has been given to the sharp edges. So
why it was not happening earlier? What was the reason?
I don't know, but it may be, you know, exactly I don't know, but it may be, you know, some glitches in the software, or I also tried right here as the system of this command. So I think
so the process is that you select that particular edge, and then you go to the round option, and then you click and drag with the left mouse button, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat it once again, because you know, now a lot of people may be in doubt that, you know, why it was not happening earlier.
So you can see, you know, in order to give a round corner, round to the, you know, to the object, you just have to select the sharp edges for here, but make sure you have selected the full command in order to, you know, give a round. So once you have selected the sharp edge, this commands will appear. And the first one is the round, which is by default selected, and the arrow will appear, and you have to move into the, you know, from where you want to give a corner. So this way you can even give a full corner, even a half corner, whatever the dimension it would take. So for this case, I just give a 5 mm. For that you have to press spacebar button. The dimension will appear, and you have to fill the required dimension, which is 5 mm, and press the enter button once the dimension is filled. So so this way we can, you know, define the corner to the sharp edges. I hope it is clear to all.
Yeah, Chandra sir, one more question I got. If it is able to, if we can answer it quickly, otherwise we can come back to them tomorrow by actual design. Somebody was asking that is it possible to make some beautiful pattern, like 3D pattern which can be later embossed or engraved. So is it possible? Let us say some zigzag shape and all those things. Can we do that?
For pattern cases, let us say we can pocket anything that we are going to draw in here. But if you are saying we have to, make a pocket the flower kind of thing.
Your voice is not audible. Your voice is cracking somehow.
I think it's like, I hope it is
Your
clear
voice
right
is
now.
not coming from. Your voice is not audible. You have to repeat. Your voice is cracking.
Is this clear right now? Is this clear?
Yeah. Please,
Hello.
please repeat. Yeah. Please repeat.
Okay. So I just was saying if you want to pocket right here, you can pocket anything, but for that you need some design you have to create right here. If let us say you want to make some pattern right here, you can make any pattern, like I'm making a rectangle pattern right here. Like Ashwarika ma'am has drawn the circles before that, so even you can make an eclipse. Sorry. So these kind of pattern you can pocket from this solid. So once you have drawn your the patterns, you can go into the pull command and pressing the control button in order to select at once.
Yeah,
so
but I think the question mostly was, do we have any other shape other than ellipse or rectangular or circle? Can we make zigzag shape, for example, any random shape? Can we do that?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Also, we can do that.
So we can use spline command.
Yeah, line command or something.
No, this.
Yeah, we also can use a spline command.
Spline command and make a zigzag pattern.
This way
that means we can do any kind of pattern.
Yes, but we just need to take care that it is closed. It should not be open, then we cannot apply any pattern.
So once it is closed, you can see the plane has been created, and I just have removed this spline from the from the pocket, from the solid.
Other question we were getting, I think, related to the color of the design. So can we change this green color somehow? Let us say somebody doesn't like this green color, or is it not possible?
Yes, we can. We can change the colors, but before that, you just have to go into the display button right above this, file section, file design and display, right here, display.
Okay.
Once you have clicked right here, you have to, see the various line diagrams has been appear. In order to give a, color, you have to go into the colors, into the style section where you can find the color. From here you can see the variety of colors which you want to apply. Let us say it should be brown, but make sure you have selected the solid first. Once they are selected, brown color will be defined to it.
Okay, and one more thing. Yeah, one more thing I want to add. Gyan Singh was asking this question about color, but the color is not at all related to 3D printing. It is incidental, and it is just a coincidence that we were doing it in the green and the printing was also in green. But it really doesn't matter. For printing, it depends totally upon what color filament you are inserting. If you are inserting black, you will get black. If you are inserting green, you will get green. So that will not matter, right? I mean, color of the final product will only depend upon the color of the filament. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
If you want to differentiate. I'm back online. Oh, okay. The voice is okay now.
Sir, we lost your audio. Can you please come back? All right. Meanwhile, do we have any questions while we get audio from Mr. Chanpreet?
I hope you're getting my audio right now.
Yeah, we are hearing. Please, yeah, go ahead.
So I was just saying, if you want to, apply a color to this this solid, this partition, solid partition. You just have to select that solid. You can see the yellow color. Once you are going into the partition, you can see this solid will, highlighted as a yellow color. So in order to give a color to this particular solid, you just have to select the solid. You see the whole component is just selected and go into the display and the color section, right, in the style menu and define the specific color. So you can see the color is defined to this section. This way. So I hope this is clear right now. Is there any more query from the participants?
Yeah, so basically you are saying that you can change color of any element of the solid so that you can have a better visualization of the solid and
yes.
That is what you are saying? Yes. Okay, I think
yes,
we can go ahead to that part where we can show them the file extensions, and then maybe we can show the video of the 3D printing.
Yeah, sure. We can now moving to the video section. Let me share the screen first.
Yeah, but I think before that you can show the file extensions.
Okay. Okay. For the specific, let us say this is the final design that we have made, and you want to convert it into the STL file format. In order to do that, you just have to go into the Save As option, where you can see the first option, very first option as a Save As. Once you have clicked on it, you can see the pop-up window will open, and you can see from the Save As tab file, you can select the STL format. Once it is selected, you can rename it or can save it as a default with the default name. This way, now the STL file is has been saved and is ready to to customize in the printing software, which is the another open source software, CURA, CURA. So I just want to one more thing that I want to add into the file. You have to go into the file, and here you can see the design Spark option here. Once you have opened these settings, you can see here is the file options. So we are exporting the STL format into the STL format. Make sure you just have the define the correct resolution, which is the fine, the best resolution to get a maximum accuracy in the STL format. So make sure you just have selected the fine option right here. Once you have selected this, that's the OK button. The file will save, the setting will save, and now you are ready to convert it into the STL format. Once it is converted into the STL, we have to customize in the CURA software. Let me share the screen of the CURA software.
Chanpreet sir, before going to that software, like I requested earlier, can you show the different file format which you can save in this tool?
Okay.
Like STL is one, then there was one AutoCAD was there, and there are so many file options. Can you just talk about it once?
Okay, you can see here is a AMF option, which is typically used for the manufacturing purposes. So it also consists some data along with that file, which is which author metadata, some metadata which author has been billed it. So these kind of information it contains. As of now, the STL is the main source in order to print into the customize into the printing software and convert it into the G code. So there's another option, which is the DX option. You can also save it into the DX file format, but you can open it into the AutoCAD software. For that, typically you need the AutoCAD software. For GTL, I have never worked with the GLTF, extension. So the next one is the OBJ, which is typically used for the, it is an object file which has been, created or converted. It is used to, open with the 3D builder, which comes with the window 10 in the app section, which is, we can, also open this designed object into the 3D builder app. And the next one is OpenVD and PDF facets. These two, and also the SketchUp. These three are not required for printing purposes. They are just for to make a documentation. Now last one is the XAML. It is the coding that has been can build exported from this software in the XAML format. Now the last one is the JPEG and the PNG. So if we can talk about the design, we need 6 views from that design. For that, you have to export into the image format. For example, let me show. I'm going into the home design home. You can see this is a design which comes up here. I'll disabling some curves right here to get an accurate view. I'll also let me see if we can hide this or not. No. So once the view has been see the isometric view has been comes front of you, you can save it into the JPG. So you just have to go and save as option. You just have to click on the JPG and let us say it is so this way you can save this view. Let me show you. Share the screen where where it is saved. So
is it also possible to save all the different views in one file? Is it possible?
In one file means all the views in one file.
Yes.
No, we cannot save all the views in one file. You just have to create a separate image for the specific view.
Okay.
So here you can see the image has been opened in a photo section. So in a photo app. So this way we can generate the JPGs. So now I'm shifting to the screen.
Okay, fine. Can you also show, let us say if I want to save different view, because that was also one of the question yesterday. This is, I think, isometric view. Let us say I want to, have a front view or a back view or some other view I want to save. So how do I change the view?
You just have to go into the orient section. Here you can see here's a small icon, cubicle icon is appear. From that you see a small arrow. You can expand and you can see there is a top, bottom, left, right, front, back options are available. All the 6 options are available right here. If you are going to click at the very first, which is the top, you can see the top of the design will come front of the screen. So once it is come in the front, you can save it into the JPG format as we have done previously. Now I'm moving to the further, which is the bottom. You can see the bottom view and the same left view, right view, front view, back view also. These views are, you know, generated by default, you can see. But if I talk about this, could be my, you know, see here is the left which has been, but it is my front view right here. So you can save it as a, you know, in the JPG format. You can rename it as a front view. So, you know, you can customize the different view according to yourself, but the software showing it as a default because you are working in this coordinate system, because it is the default set. You cannot change these, you know, if you want to make it a front view, you cannot change it as a front view. It shows what it is in default mode. So I hope this is clear to all.
Fine, fine. So, I suggest we can show a video of the 3D printing of this pen stand, and maybe we can close for today. Tomorrow, I think we can start with the conversion of the STL file into 3D, because we don't have much time today and we don't want to really rush it. So tomorrow when we start, we can start with how to convert that STL file into the 3D printable file. But today we can show the video of 3D printing of that particular object. Is it fine with you?
Yes, that's fine. So I hope you are seeing the video window right here. I have just put the, you know, very first page of the CURIN software, where you just have to, you know, see the basic setting from this section.
We can talk about it tomorrow. Maybe we can today just play a video, and then we can just wrap it up, because already it's 12:24. We don't have much time.
So you can see these are the advanced settings, and the same printer we have used for the, you know, pen stand. So here you can see I have set the bed temperature, which is the 72 degree, and once it is set, it will meet to the defined temperature. And this is the control panel of the 3D printer, from where you can select your you know, final pen stand design. Once it is, you know, selected, you have to click on the confirm. For that, this time you can see the, you know, I'm just going into the mode settings in the printer in order to, you know, to reduce the speed, because you know, you can see in the next screen why I decreased the speed to the 80%. So you can see, you know, the first 2-3 layers, when it is, you know, going to print on the printer's bed, it should be stick together. If the speed is slow enough, it will stick fine together with the bed. Otherwise, you know, it will, you know, disturb the filament. Once, you know, the 3D, all the layers has been, you know, perfectly matched together to the bed, I have, you know, increased the speed to the 100%. And you can see here it is a 20% of around 10 to 20% of the pen stand has been printed. You can see right here, there is some fill density which has been defined as a 20%, which is filling between two walls of the pen stand. So here I have just showed the percentage how much it is completed. It is now 23%, and you can see the first nozzle temperature, second nozzle temperature, and the heated bed is, you know, 0, because I have used the external heated bed, and it is the fan speed. So this is another short video of you know, about 40 to 45%, I think. Yes, it is a 41% right now, and it could take, you know, it's 2 hours right now. And this is the last view. You know, it is printing, and you know, now it is completed to the 60%. So this is the whole, you can see we have, you know, printed on the 3D printer.
Fine.
So
So
this is for now.
how long did it take to print the entire thing? Can you tell us?
The entire would take, as I have mentioned, in the video, it is around 4 to 5 hours, I think. Yes, yeah. The software stand shows that's 4 hours 22 minutes, and it would take this stock material. And
so what I want to say to the participants is that because we are almost at 12:30, so just 2 minutes left. So 3D printing is a painfully slow process actually. So it is only for prototyping, not for mass production. If you think about mass producing anything, you definitely cannot use 3D printing. It is just for rapid prototyping that you can quickly print it and check if we are happy with the design, and then you can do the molding and all. Because as you understand that for molding, it is a lot of cost involved. If you want to make this kind of a pen stand using a mold, then you have to spend, I think, about 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees for making a mold out of it. And then, so you will not do it unless you are absolutely sure that yes, this is your final design. So this is where 3D printing come into picture. It allows you to do the printing quickly and see how the product will look in the physical form, so that you are absolutely sure before you are going to, for mass production. So I understand that we have not been able to spend too much time on the 3D printing part. So tomorrow, I think we can start with this, Chanprit sir. Tomorrow, what we can do is we can start for this particular pen stand only. We can start with each element of 3D printing. After the STL file, we have already saved it in the STL file format, and then we can start how to do the 3D printing, and then why did you do the speed as 80% first, and then how to set the bed temperature, what should be the bed temperature, and all those things. So all those things you can talk about today, tomorrow in the beginning session for about 15-20 minutes. I think that will be really helpful. So we have already shared with you the video of first day 1. I suggest please look at that video, practice these 2 designs. Tomorrow we'll take the queries. I'll share the video of today's session also. As soon as I get it, I'll share it with you, and I'll try to do it today itself. You can connect with us again over the email or phone call. I've already shared with you the number. Okay, so we look forward to have you tomorrow, and you can keep trying to do the designs. Thank you very much. If there's any quick feedback or anything, you can quickly type in the chat box. Else we are ready to wrap up the today's session. Or if you can also send us a mail or something if you want to give your feedback. So I'll wait for 1 minute before I'll sign off. Fine, so I'm getting okay, thank you, and all those things. So fine, you can share your feedback with me over the email and all those things. We still have 3 days to go. We can improve it if you give us some feedback. So with this, I thank you very much for joining today, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow again. Thank you. Goodbye. Thanks a lot.